I'm Jolly Julian, and the reason I'm jolly is probably a similar reason to why you may be jolly on a semi-regular basis, and that's because I unabashedly love Walt Disney World. Now, I'm going to be clear here. I don't love everything all the time about Disney World, as we shouldn't. I mean, anything that we adore in our lives, we should be a little bit critical of from time to time, but always in as positive a manner as possible. And what I want to do in these videos on this channel is I want to celebrate what we love about Walt Disney World, while also sometimes occasionally pointing out the things that we wish could be done better. Now, again, my name is Jolly Julian, and I have spent my life enjoying the Walt Disney World parks, starting with the Magic Kingdom back in the early 70s. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe, looking at me, that I'm old enough to have experienced the Magic Kingdom that long ago. But then going into Epcot in the early 80s, the Disney Hollywood Studios, which was then Disney MGM Studios, in the late 80s, and then, of course, in the early 90s, the addition of the Animal Kingdom as well. And in addition to the parks themselves, it's also all about the other aspects of the Disney resort. The hotels, Disney Springs, which used to be Pleasure Island and then was Downtown Disney, has gone through some evolutions throughout the years as well, which will be a theme of a lot of these videos is talking about what has changed over the years at Walt Disney World. Now, what I want to do today is just kind of an introduction. I'm going to keep this kind of short, but I'm going to have other videos that you can start watching that are going to take you through this journey. Sometimes I'm going to be doing some Disney nostalgia. I'm going to be going back to some specific experiences that I've had that you may have had when the parks were a little bit different, and sharing what those experiences were. Sometimes it's going to be sharing what the experiences might be like now at Walt Disney World. But as you can see on the side here, I'm showing Google Earth. And I'm going to be utilizing Google Earth throughout this experience so that we can kind of go and share different parts of the parks together. For example, if we zoom in here, you can see there's the Magic Kingdom. That's, the park that is probably, I think, still for most people, the most, the one that they enjoy the most. It's the one that's talked about the most, right? But we're not going to be focusing just on the Magic Kingdom, although we will be coming back to it from time to time. But the Magic Kingdom is one we can't ignore. But as we zoom out, you see that there's so much more to Walt Disney World, including, as I had mentioned, the wonderful resorts. Going over here, we've got, of course, the Contemporary Resort Hotel, one of only 3 original Disney resorts that were there right from the very, very beginning. Included with that are the Polynesian Resort Hotel and the Fort Wilderness Campgrounds, which I have a lot of glorious experience with and incredible memories going all the way back to the very, very first times that I ever got to come down to Disney in the 1970s as a wee lad. Yeah, I was young once. But the Contemporary Resort Hotel, again, this starts to show you how many different wonderful things there are at Walt Disney World. And if you've been a Disney fan for a long time, trust me, you're not going to be bored by these videos. These are for the real Disney fans. We're going to go into some great details, and mostly from a memory standpoint. There are plenty of videos out there from people who are going to the parks every day, bloggers, vloggers, YouTube content creators that are doing incredible things about what's going on in the parks right now, taking you through them. That's not what this video series is going to be. I want this to be a little different. I want this to really come from the heart. I want it to be about our experiences. I want you to be able to comment in the comments under these videos about your experiences and what you agree with that I'm talking about, what you may disagree with that I'm talking about, whatever it may be. But we're going to go into some great detail. But if you're a new person to the parks as well, I think you will enjoy these journeys just as much as the rest of us. Now here, we're talking about the Polynesian as well, one of the original hotels, resorts that were there right from the inception. And again, there were only 3. There are so many now, it's hard to believe that there were only 3 at one point. Again, the Contemporary, the Polynesian, and the Fort Wilderness Campgrounds. Really incredible. The Polynesian is one of my favorite resorts. We're going to talk a lot about that as we go through. But again, today is just kind of an introduction, and I want to remind everyone what an incredible thing the Walt Disney World resort is as a whole. Because again, it's not just about the parks. There's so much going on there. There is truly something for everyone, and something where you could spend 2 weeks easily just there, just on Disney property, and never do anything else. And that has kind of been one of their goals going along throughout this whole process of the Walt Disney organization growing, the Walt Disney parks growing, and of course the Walt Disney resorts growing. But as I mentioned, we're also going to be talking about Disney Springs. We're going to be talking about all of the wonderful things that there are to do at Disney Springs and how much Disney Springs has changed over the years. Again, this is all about us enjoying this experience together, us sharing our experiences at Walt Disney World. So, in the comments below, if there's a particular location that you love at Walt Disney World, whether it's in the parks, it's a specific attraction, maybe it's a specific show that you love, maybe it's even a specific place that you love to eat, a little hideaway place in the parks where you like to go when you need to get away from people for a little while. You know, I think we all have those. I certainly have those. I'll be sharing some of those with you as we go through this process as well. But if you have any places like that that you'd like me to visit, talk about a little bit, share some of my experiences with, type those in the comments below this video, and I will be checking on those to inspire the content that is going to be coming throughout these videos on this channel. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to be coming back with more videos. In fact, check right now. There are a couple that are already on here, and my goal is going to be adding to this channel at least once a week. Now, I know that's a pretty bold statement. I've heard that from a lot of YouTubers that say don't try to set out to do too much too soon. But I am really excited about what we're going to be talking about and all of the stuff about Disney that I love and I know you love too. Or if you don't know that you love it yet, that I know you're going to love as you get to know more about it. I want to do videos every week. I want to be doing this content. I'm really looking forward to it. So again, comment below, check out some of the other videos on this program, and I'll be coming to you with more soon.